Hey everyone, welcome to What They Didn't Tell You YouTube channel. So, I used to be a medical student. I actually got in with a really high score, like the type of result families celebrate for years. And it wasn't just any opportunity, it was opportunity. But here's the plot twist. I left. Not because I was weak, not because I couldn't handle it, but because I realized something that no one told me. Being good at something doesn't mean it's meant for you. And trust me, I learned that the hard way. I don't want anyone else to go through those years of questioning, burnout, and wondering, what if? So if you're thinking of going into med school, here are 5 things I wish someone told me before I started. It might save you from the burnout or help you realize this is exactly what you're meant for. Let's get started. Getting into medical school feels like the biggest achievement, especially when you've worked your heart out for it. I did too. I had the grades, the MCAT scores, the volunteer hours, the whole 9 yards. I remember opening that acceptance letter and it felt like I could conquer the world. My family was ecstatic, my friends were proud, and I was over the moon. But trust me, darling, getting in is just the beginning. Med school rewrites everything you thought you knew about studying, discipline, and pressure. It's a whole different ballgame. Suddenly, everyone around you is brilliant, everyone is grinding, and it's easy to feel lost in the sea of white coats and textbooks. It's not just about how smart you are or how much you can memorize, it's about because once the hype of getting in fades, you'll be left alone with the books, the exhaustion, the 3 a.m. breakdowns, and the question, why am I even doing this? If your answer is something like because it's prestigious or my parents wanted this, trust me, it won't be enough. Passion is what carries you when motivation dies and discipline starts to slip. That deep down fire in your soul that says, this is what I'm meant to do, even when you're exhausted and questioning your life choices, that's what gets you through. But even passion has limits. I've seen friends who loved medicine start to hate it. Why? Because love without sacrifice is a fantasy. If you're not ready to give your time, your youth, sometimes even moments with your family, then you'll burn out, even if you were born to wear a white coat. So before you take that plunge, ask yourself, is this something I really want to not just, but, because med school will demand every ounce of your being. Medical school changes you even if you think you're ready for it. It's not just academic, it's emotional, mental, spiritual. You're going to be pushed to your absolute limit, and in those moments of intense pressure, you discover a strength you never knew you had. You'll lose some parts of yourself. Maybe your old routines, maybe a few friendships, maybe the version of you that thought you had it all figured out. But you'll gain strength, perspective, and a kind of discipline that only pressure can teach you. You'll learn to cry and keep studying. You'll learn that being tired is part of the process. You'll learn to find joy in the smallest victories, like understanding a complex concept or getting through a particularly grueling exam. Some days, even your best effort will feel like it's not enough. People might tell you directly or indirectly that you're falling behind or that you're not cut out for it. And what's even harder? Watching people who started the same journey as you slowly quit. It hits different when you see them leave. You might start questioning your own path, wondering if you're cut out for this. But if this is truly your calling, don't let any of that distract you. Don't compare your pace to anyone else's. You're not weak for struggling, and you're not lost just because you're changing. You're growing, so keep going. Hold on to your purpose, because if you're devoted, really, truly devoted, it's that devotion that will carry you through the darkest parts of the journey. Here's a little truth bomb they don't print in the brochures. You'll study all day and night, sacrifice your sleep, read that one chapter 5 times, and then suddenly, poof, it's gone. Like it never even happened. You'll sit there wondering if your brain just packed its bags and left. But darling, don't panic. That's normal. This isn't high school where you cram for an exam and move on. In medicine, or any health field really, it doesn't stick the first time. Or the second. Sometimes not even the third. You'll have to revisit the same topic over and over until it moves from your head into your heart, until it becomes second nature. So give yourself grace. Repetition is the game. Understanding takes time. And no, you're not dumb. You're just human, navigating one of the most intense academic paths out there. It's not about memorizing fast. It's about building endurance and learning to trust the process. In med school, time becomes this strange, stretchy thing. 1 minute you're in a lecture, the next it's 3 a.m., and you haven't even eaten. Between labs, exams, side hustles, and trying to have a social life, or sleep. It's so easy to feel like you're drowning, and if you don't figure out how to manage your time early on, this journey will eat you alive. Finding a schedule that works for you is crucial. Maybe you're a morning person who thrives on early study sessions, or maybe you're a night owl who gets their best work done after everyone else is asleep. Experiment, find your rhythm, and stick to it. Even with good time management, inner peace is a whole other struggle. You'll be pulled in a million different directions, and it's easy to lose yourself in the chaos. Make time for things that bring you joy, whether it's working out, spending time with loved ones, or simply taking a few minutes to breathe and recharge. But here's the twist. Sometimes peace comes when you start questioning if you're even walking the right path. Not everyone is built to do 10-hour shifts in surgery or study every single muscle by name. And that's okay. I didn't leave because I stopped caring. I left because I realized I could still help people, just in a way that didn't constantly steal my energy. I moved into radiology, still medicine, but with more balance for me. The truth is, you don't have to force yourself into a mold just because it's what others expect. Medicine has many doors. You can still make a difference in a way that honors your sanity, your rhythm, and your purpose. You know what's wild? I had friends who were absolutely in love with medicine. I mean, the kind of love that makes you light up just talking about anatomy or daydreaming about wearing that white coat. It was their childhood dream, their everything. But when they finally made it in, things changed. They started feeling suffocated. Not because they stopped loving it, but because they didn't expect the price. See, love is beautiful, but it's not always enough. You can love something deeply and still feel crushed by the weight of it. Medicine will ask for your youth, your energy, your mental peace, your weekends, and sometimes your family time. If you're not ready to serve what you love, truly give yourself to it, then that love turns into frustration. One of my closest friends was a perfect example. She adored medicine but hated the grind. She wasn't lazy, she just wasn't built to study 12 hours a day, every day. And it hurt her to admit that. But the truth is, you can't fake devotion. You either give yourself to it or it breaks you down slowly. So here's the question you need to ask. Is this something I'm willing to for, even when it gets ugly? If the answer is yes, then do it with your whole heart. But if it's a maybe, don't force it. Because this path will test everything you are. And you deserve a journey that fits not just your dreams, but also your reality. So no, this isn't me telling you to quit. This is me telling you to be. Be sure you're not just chasing a title or a family dream. Be sure you know what you're giving up and what you're gaining. Med school is hard. Life after it is harder. But if it's your calling, darling, it'll be worth it. You'll experience a level of fulfillment and purpose that few other professions can offer. You'll have the privilege of impacting lives in the most profound ways. So take your time, ask the tough questions, and listen to your gut. And if you decide to embark on this incredible journey, do it with your whole heart, knowing that you're prepared for the challenges and the rewards that lie ahead.